What's up, wrestling fans? Rich Fomer, the Rat Man, with your Rat Report. Just got done watching Impact Wrestling from last night. Day late, dollar short. You know how it goes every day. Really, I don't know what direction they're going in. It's completely different than what I expected. Like 6 matches total in a 2-hour time span. An hour and 30 minutes if you want to count all the commercials. An hour long, really, if you want to count all the bullshit and the talking. Kenny King interrupted the best out of 3 matches between Sonata and Tigre Uno. Complete waste of time there. MVP had to stick his nose in there as well. A complete waste of time. I wasted an hour and a half of my time watching it. Terrible. I understand. I get that sometimes the good bad guys have got to win. You know, heels, whatever you want to call them, but you know, not in the fashions that they watched. I see now. You know, TNA has really, they're not going to make it to the end of this year, and shows like that, they're not going to make it to the end of this year at all. Abyss gave the victory, gave the title to Magnus last night. Terrible fashion. I think they could have done a better job with that. EY really, I don't see, EY's a good athlete, good talent, but he shouldn't have even been involved in that match in the first place. And then you have Brittany offers herself up to Madison Rayne against the Beautiful People. And is it me, or does Angelina Love need to go to McDonald's and she needs to order a double quarter pounder supersized? She doesn't even look athletic anymore. She looks terrible. You know, the duck faces and all that Velvet Skies make in front of the cameras. See? You see that? That was duck lips. Maybe I'm sexy. Maybe I could be a beautiful person. Anyway, that was a terrible match. And then Jesse Goddard's supposedly has a tore quadricep. Is this legit? I don't know, but it kind of screwed the Wolves out of the title shot. Before in the past, I've seen in a 3-team situation, like the bromance does have with Zema Ion, he could have put Zema Ion in that match to tag and defend that title, give him to the end of the night to have that title match. Find a partner. I mean, really, it would have been better than the 4-way that we seen. Terrible. Willow dances to the beat of his own drum and took Rockstar Spud. I don't even know what Rockstar Spud was wearing. It looked like something out of the Mad Libs comics. Remember when you were little and you had the little Mad Libs? And the guy with the really big smile on his face. Very colorful magazine. That's what it reminded me of. I'm not sure if he was part of the Partridge Family or if he was the boss of the Partridge Family or what. Terrible. Bully Ray got put through 3 tables. I thought that was pretty cool. Anything that has to do with somebody going through a table is always a good time. But, again, terrible. Why are they putting EC3 over? Like, they put Fandango over. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Fandango got put over at WrestleMania last year from Chris Jericho. And where is he now? He's a jobber now. And EC3 is soon to follow that. He doesn't have any talent. Maybe a little bit more than guys like Garrett Bischoff or Wes Briscoe. And what are they doing with Nux? I don't know. He's going to run a pinball business that his family owns. Is he going to come back? Is that Chica that's with him? Is she going to come back with them? The word is he's coming back. Obviously, he's still there. He's back under a new contract with TNA. It's a bad storyline. I see a really bad storyline with him coming back in it. Abyss in a suit. He didn't look right in a suit. But then again, we've seen him before as Joseph Park also. All in all, basically, terrible night. Terrible night. I don't know if they're going to try to pull themselves out next week. Dixie Carter's coming back. Live event. I don't really want to see Dixie Carter anywhere near anything that has to do with professional wrestling ever again. When they finally sell this, if they sell it and it goes further, I don't ever want to see her around anything that has to do with wrestling ever again. We do remember WCW and how WCW fell. Their product became dry, became stupid. They started doing mayhem. They started doing everything that they could. The only thing that was exciting in the end of that was the Cruiserweight division. And with the international stars now in here, in TNA, maybe that'll be, just like that, it'll be the only thing exciting about it. Tag team divisions falling apart. Women's divisions falling apart. AJ Styles is gone. Kurt Angle's contract is up in September. And he's out right now with an injury, nursing an injury. Mr. Anderson versus Sam Shaw. Really, that was the best match of the night, in my opinion. If you want to compare matches, it was good. Mr. Anderson kind of fell victim to the sleeper hold, head and shoulder sleeper hold from Sam Shaw. Got put in the straitjacket. Really the best match of the night, and even that match sucked. So that's my rant on that. Other people left. Bad Influences left. They were big names, good tag team. Like them or not, they were a good tag team. Two extraordinary talents. They're gone. Lady Tapa's gone. And, you know, like I said, AJ's gone. Kurt Angle's leaving. When's Mr. Anderson up? When's the rest of them up? They're losing a lot. And to get him back, they're offering him less money for these top names to come back and put their bodies on the line, put themselves on the line, sacrifice their own health for us fans for a small amount of money, half of what they're worth, or maybe a quarter of what they're worth, or a third of what they're worth. He did the same thing with AJ Styles. Said, "No, I'm not doing it." $250,000 per appearance when he was making $350 a year. I don't see TNA making it much further than this, especially if they're gonna have shows like this. Let's see what happens next week. They have a few live shows going on this weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend in professional wrestling. Period. Very busy if you're in the Orlando, or if you're in New Orleans area. Check out the events coming down there. Wrestling is supposed to be hot today, but I'm telling you, WrestleMania is right around the corner. I'm not expecting that to be very good either. And good thing is, it's live on the network. See what happens there. And this is it. Subscribe down below and check us out. Talking about pro wrestling and indie to TNA, the two best groups about professional wrestling on Facebook today, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, next year. You won't find anything better. Best people on Facebook. Check us out, Indie to TNA, and talking about pro wrestling, and subscribe down below. This is Ratman Rich Fulmer with your Rat Report.